Here we go. There we are. Let's get some water. Got a thumbs up. I don't know who's just joined us. Thanks for watching. Well, I'm back from Ireland. I've been over to Ireland. Yeah, Tobermory Island. But before we get on with that, we may get some water in a second. One second. Can I have a bottle of water? Thank you. Here I got some. I don't know if that light works there. One second. I'm back. So here we are. Thanks for joining me on Saturday Morning Live with Johnyboy. I won't let you down. We're going to continue with this for some time now. Thoroughly enjoying it. We've got a lot of people joining across the country and a lot of people having a lot of benefit from it. Thank you very much. There you go. Well, thanks for joining. And as I always say, Saturday Morning Live with Johnyboy is supported from the guys at ITS. You need to get over to their website because they've got a massive sale on, massive discounts on power tools, hand tools, workwear, and major discounts on leading brands such as Makita, Milwaukee, and DeWalt. So get over to their website, check them out. You may just find what you're looking for. Where are we now this morning? I'm a bit, you don't get jet lag, do you, coming from Northern Ireland, do you? But I'm just a little bit tired this morning. We had a bit of a journey. That's why I haven't done any posts this week. My social media is being totally quiet. I mean, absolutely. I haven't done nothing at all whatsoever. Justin from Build Right Building. Good morning, John. Can't hear you, mate. No sound. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? That's great, isn't it? May have to go live and do it all over again. Can you hear me now, Just? Sound is perfect. John Allen, thank you very much. Well, I don't know what's happened there, Just. Maybe I've just turned it up. Look, once again, we always have these technical difficulties, but it's reality, and that's what goes on. Thank you all for joining. I'm just going to go over it again. Got a big thank you to ITS, the supporters of Saturday Morning Live with Johnyboy. They've got a massive sale going on for the next 10 days, I believe. So go over there, check them out. A huge red sale going on power tools, hand tools, and workwear, and major reductions on leading brands such as Makita, Milwaukee, and DeWalt. So go over there, check them out. You may just get what you're looking for. If you order before 7, you can get your delivery to site the next day. 7 days a week. Look, thanks for joining. I hope you've got it. Morning all. It's a sad day as I'm working all day. I don't like Saturdays. Steve Burrows. No, I don't like Saturdays either. Look, just in case, Kurum and I forgot his name. I'm terrible. I am. Rob, I think it is Rob. I've got the bags. I'm going to be getting your blades out. I'm going to be posting those today and at least get the address on there. I do apologise, but I've been away all week. Rob Fryer, cheers, Rob. Rob, my head's just spinning, and as I said, if you heard me earlier, you don't get jet lag when you're coming from. What happened? I hear you now. Yeah, I had the volume turned down. Just that's what it was. I had the volume turned down because I don't want Alison to hear all those notifications coming in and what I'm doing. But I've been totally quiet and silent on social media this week. Have I missed it? I have, in a way. I don't suffer with that digital dementia where you want to get on and keep looking at your phone, but I do post quite a lot. The Motivated Gardener channel. Good morning, sir. How are you? Good to have you. We've got 8 likes on here. We've got 9 live viewers. It will go up in a moment, but it doesn't really matter. I'm glad that you're able to join me this morning. So I went out to Tobermoor in Northern Ireland. I don't know if any of you guys know of Tobermoor. Absolutely fantastic product. There is nothing like it. I visited them 6 years ago. I think it was 6-7 years ago. And my God, even then they were ahead of their time in comparison to the rest of the paving manufacturers in the UK. And I have to say it, even the likes of Bradstone and even Marshalls, what Tobermoor are doing out there is a little bit different. If you haven't gone on a Tobermoor tour around the factory, you probably need to. Product knowledge is key when we're talking to our clients about what we know and our understanding. And when we start talking about products, it generates, it just generates confidence. They love it. They want to hear your plethora of knowledge, and that's what we build up over the years without even knowing. We're building up knowledge on a day-to-day basis. But I think what happens when you go and do these factory tours, the manufacturing process, seeing that happening, live and talking to the people on each station as well that are making these products and talking about it, it's mind-blowing. It really is. It's like watching one of those programs. Hopefully in the near future we will have some content of the tour. If you haven't done the tour, it'd be a good idea to sort of maybe get hold of the Tobermoor rep in your area and speak to them about it. I'm sure if you went to the website, send them a message, tobermoor.co.uk, just type it in. They're based I think a little bit, if I'm correct in saying, I don't know if we've got anyone on here from Northern Ireland at the moment, it's a little bit north, I believe, or northwest of Belfast, and right out in the countryside. Beautiful location. Magafelt that we actually stayed at. But I tell you now, there is nothing like what they're actually producing, and we'll get on to that in just a moment about how they're doing it. But it'd be a good idea to get to their website, go on there, have a look, see if you'd like to become a Tobermoor installer. And I've always said, when you're part of these organisations, it's not necessarily about getting the leads, but what it's actually doing, it's about being part of a network, being part of a family. And certainly the one thing, this is what I want to say, is we can talk about the manufacturing process in a moment, but how I gauged it with Tobermoor out there is a real togetherness. Hundreds and hundreds of staff in Ireland and through the UK. And I have to say, it's a family. It's a family business. It really is. Though it's a corporate business, they mean business. They're out there to secure business, and they want your business, but they only want business and work with contractors that are very serious about what they're doing. And what they've done out there, they really value their staff. That was the thing that was paramount out there. It just shone through. You could see everywhere we went, people that we walked to, they loved being there. They had a real passion for working with Tobermoor. And if you've got a different experience with that, or you've had a good experience in another place where you've been working, working with a company or within your company, what sort of feeling do you actually generate with your company? That's what I want to know. 9 live viewers, 6 likes. If we can get up to 9, that'd be absolutely fantastic. Right, what we're going to talk about, I'm going to be, I was just trying to do some posts then, and Mrs. McGee said to me, John, are you going live? And I was a little bit late, but we had a bit of a technical difficulty simply because the sound, so I had to come back and sort that out. It'd be good to know what you've been doing this week across the country, what you've got planned next week. Have you finished a job yet? Has it gone well? Are you working well with your client? Have you had any problems with deliveries, etc., etc.? One thing I've noticed with Tobermoor, nearly everything they had on the ground out there, they got a huge site. I believe that nearly everything was sold. We're still mode of things are just going at such a pace, and trying and people ordering stuff. People are still spending money in the garden, and to see that other side of it, because you get a real feel for it. They've got lorries, a lot of lorries that go out there and take product, but there's a lot of lorries that actually come back. They get backloads, and they're fully booked all the time. There's stuff going out on a regular basis. But the difference is with Tobermoor is this, and I'm going to do a post on it at some point, is that a lot of blocks are all made basically the same. It's a hydraulically pressed concrete mix, and and all companies will have their different ingredients and their different consistency in their products and their dyes, etc. But that's the thing. That's the difference that Tobermoor actually do, is they put a lot of the concentration of the dyes and the colors in the top end of the block, along with the finer part of the aggregate. And this is measured, I should say, consistently with probes in the factory, and these probes get checked regular. They have probes in the mixture, in the mortar, whatever you want to call it, in the mixture, in the concrete, and it's checked regular. These probes are checked regular, they maintain regular, and all through the process, the quality control is without doubt second to none. I've never seen nothing like it. They've just built a new factory producing their one range of block, and it's the state-of-the-art German machinery, and it really is, and it's just exceptional watching it, and the passion. We walked around with a gentleman called Kyle. Kyle was the operations manager on the manufacturing side, and I'm telling you now, there was one point where he was showing me things, and he noticed something, and he went straight to the line, and he was looking at it, checking it. Though he's got people there, he's checking them, they're checking their work. Other people is checking it all the time to ensure they have good consistency and quality of product they're actually producing. It's absolutely wonderful to see. And Kyle was a real nice guy. Where the products come from the quarry, start doing the mixes, how they get the cement in, and so on and so on. But I've just touched upon about the block, and put it prime top with the dyes. They concentrate the color in the top along with the finer aggregates, so when your paving is put in, it's going to look as good as it would do in 20 years. From the day it went in, you never see nothing like it. It's unbelievable. But the other difference is they have this method. When the blocks get hydraulically pressed, they come out to the line on these, in these forms, and what happens is they end up going into these steam curing ovens. Yeah, steam curing ovens. This is the difference, okay? This is one of the differences, okay, from other major manufacturers, is that they steam cure at a consistent heat, and this curing, this process makes the blocks a lot harder, okay, and they cure evenly and consistently. And even when they stop the curing process, they turn the ovens off, the doors are lifted to let any of the steam out. Almost, I think it's almost, I'll tell you now, it really is like baking a cake. You wouldn't believe that they've really fine-tuned a process of producing concrete that you never ever would think that they would put so much time in. You think concrete is just concrete, but it really is about the ingredients, the quantity of the ingredients to make sure that's consistency, how it gets mixed, the consistency in the aggregates to make sure that that's even and it's blended together, the blending of the dyes, the concentrations in the dyes on the top end of the block, and this steam curing process. And you're going to say, well, what does the steam curing process does? What the steam curing process actually does is one of the biggest benefits, apart from giving the block that hardness on it, is that you don't get any efflorescence. You don't get any efflorescence, unlike any other companies. Has anyone used Joint Tech brushing grout? No, I don't know if anybody has. It'd be interesting to know if anybody's used that. Good question. This is not just about this product, it's about other products and other information if you want. If anybody has any questions, you're more than happy to contact me after. A lot of brush and grout says to use over to 6:1 mix. I'm guessing 5:1 mix should be okay. Never used it. I don't know what it is, bud. Maybe you want to share a picture with us at a later date. So what I was talking about was this curing process, okay? It's incredible what they actually do there, but you don't get any efflorescence. They don't even actually wrap the blocks in the plastic once they've been cured, and they come out that oven. And looking back on it now, I'm just remembering the blocks get left in a dry area to dry off. So the quality control of these producing this paving produce is absolutely incredible. They go into a dry house, they dry off, no wrapping in for them for I think for 24 hours. They're sat there, so they've been cured. They get taken out, they get put in this place. They wait for them to dry out again, and it's only at that point they start wrapping. And the other thing they have is when they use their slabs, they have these biodegradable beads, biodegradable beads that actually separate the blocks to ensure that the aeration and that they dry through. It's an incredible process, and you know as well as I know that when you get blocks delivered from a lot of other companies, I'm going to make sure I got some battery there, then just plug this in a moment. When you see a lot of other companies manufacturing products, you will see that how when they arrive, they're wrapped in plastic, and you can see the efflorescence in it. You can see it in the bricks. And I guarantee you, if you were to lay a Tobermoor paving product next to a Marshall's Bradstone, Barley Stone, whatever you want to call them, there's no comparison. There really is no comparison whatsoever. You'll see that the difference in the Tobermoor. And, you know, I wonder sometimes how many people out there actually understand how the products that they're using, how they work. So you don't, I've never ever been to some of the other companies. Lee Andy says, good morning, mate. Hope all is well. Working on my mum's garden today. Lovely weather. Lee, it's good to see you. Thanks for joining, mate. Say hello to your mum and give her my love. Yeah, so I wonder how many of you guys out there actually understand the products that you're actually using and even understand the tools that you're using, you know. This is the thing, we just need to bring it to light. Say, for instance, when you see spirit levels, sometimes there are those lines on the spirit level where the bubble is, and those lines will indicate fall, okay? How many people have actually thought about that? And the bubble, what is the bubble in? The bubble is in something what they call a vial, okay? A vial, a V-I-L-E, a vial. And also that you'll see the quality of some spirit levels, that the liquid that the bubble is in, sometimes it's an oil-based product, okay? Dan Wood says, morning, John, working again today, never stops. Well, it probably needs to do it sometime, Dan. You probably need to have a rest. We talk about this on a regular basis. So I'm just touching on about the things that we use, the things that, the tools, the products, and whether we really understand it. Whether you understand how a shovel is made or a wheelbarrow is made, the benefits of these tools that we're using. Do we fully understand the tools that we're using? Do we fully understand the products that we're using? We need to have a good, clear insight, a general insight to what we use every day. And we don't need to go into great detail, certainly with the vehicles that we're using, because it just gets beyond. But when you're using these products, it just gives you an air of confidence when you're talking to your customer. How many other companies out there, I would like to know, that actually offer a tour of a factory? Morning, John and Alison. How was your jaunt, mate? John, we just talked about it. I'm glad that you've actually joined. Sorry if I'm a bit late, John. Just going over a few things now. We had a tour to Ireland, to Tobermoor, and the products are absolutely second to none, John. I don't know if you've actually used them. Let me just read what I superloads. I got 4 packs of levels, and the bubble lines and all the same made the job easier. Lot learned off this channel. Hey, we're learning off you, bud. We're learning off you. Henry Flint has just joined us. Henry, we're going to be using your blades next week. If any of you don't know who our Henry is, our Henry runs a company called Elite Stone Tools, an amazing blade, super thin mesh blade for cutting porcelain. Henry, I tell you what I need, mate, and what I'm after, because I'm going to be doing something special very soon, and I don't know if you've got them. Do you do, and you have sent me ones before, but I probably was after maybe a little kit of different size auger, porcelain augers, because I've got this idea about how, not how to cut porcelain, about drilling it and creating a nice shape on that picture frame. So Henry, it'd be good to talk to you, or if you can send me some, if anybody's actually interested in getting some blades for cutting. Henry joins us every Saturday, so it'd be good to get him on there. Justin says, used to work for Sony, and the quality control and manufacturing process was so in-depth just to make a TV. Incredible, really. So I understand where you're coming from. Yeah, absolutely. We don't understand sometimes what's actually involved. Buy decent levels, mate. Only trust Stabila because the amount of times we drop them. Yeah, we do. That's from John Ward. Henry Flint says, yes, I have a load of options for you. I will send you some pictures later of some. Great, Henry. Thank you very much. Henry, I'm really looking into cutting porcelain and creating a different shape rather than the right angle. I'm thinking maybe on the inside of a picture frame to have a round edge on the inside, like I do sometimes with the outside. So I just want to look at different options. I've got a few ideas, so looking forward to seeing that, Henry. Henry, if you could get maybe a link to your website up on here, or if somebody can do that, that'd be great. Elite Stone Tools. Henry, I have found router bits with half-inch shank. Oh, here we go. He's on it. He's on it. Now we're talking. Henry, there's so much to understand about what we do and this industry that we're in to make the laying of porcelain easier. That's what Henry is here for. I hate to say it, but the Germans are made for destabilized and quality. Used to work in Stuttgart. Yeah. Hey, John, yeah, absolutely right. I'll tell you now, John, I was working in Germany in Cologne, and it'll come back to me in a moment. I can't remember. It was in the north. I hate that when that happened. There was two places we were working in. Begins with F, but I can't remember what it is. And I don't mean to swear. Justin says, Henry, I still owe you some money. Have a phone. Sorry, mate. Great blades. There you are. There's honesty for you. This is how we're building a community. There's an element of trust on here. If you're looking for blades, you need to give Henry a ring at Elite Stone Tools. So what we need is, we do need the tools as well on the products that we're actually using to make it easy. And using those super thin blades for cutting porcelain is been absolutely a life-changing experience. If you don't use quality tools and materials, you ain't got a chance, lads, as you all know. Yeah, you've got to get in. You just got to... John will tell you this, you just got to factor it in the jobs you're doing. It just look a lot better. Using those super thin blades has made life so much easier for me. I mean, it really is simple. But the one thing that we must stress upon, we really must stress upon, is PPE is so important. The Motivated Gardener gardening channel says, Henry, the top man, hats off to Elite Stone Tools. Brilliant. Fantastic endorsement on there. It'd be I just really love having Henry on here at the moment as well, because he's always such a good guy, always prepared to help people. There isn't a lot he doesn't know about cutting stone or porcelain or granite, whatever you're cutting. He knows his stuff. Guys, we're just touching upon about product knowledge. Product knowledge is absolutely key, and it generates confidence, and we really need to know it. John, I'd like to know, have you ever used Tobermoor products? I've spent a week in Ireland this week, and we've been filming all sorts of things, and we've been working hard. Really enjoyed it. I mean, they were such nice people. They really, the hospitality was absolutely second to none. They fed us, they watered us. They made sure that we were well looked after. I went out there with Ryan. We did maintain social distancing, and we all know that at some point there's always that crossover when you just forget where you are and what you're doing. But we had a great time. Hard work but a great time. It was a great experience. I've been there before, and we met the man himself. We met. Just reading a message just come in. We met Mr. Anderson, David Anderson, and it's a family-run business right from the start. I mean, right from the start. Next time when we go out, hopefully we're going to go and have a look at the quarry. So it's almost like field to fork, where we go out and have a look, see where the products come from, and go through that process completely. I met a guy called Kyle, as I said. He was the operations manager, and he was just an extraordinary guy. And you could see the passion in his face, and he's been there they've been there a long time. Yeah, John, we use Tobermoor blocks because I want to see what he actually says there. John, and how did you find them, John? Like I said, when we're using products, people have their ideal products that they actually want to work with for whatever reason. It's absolutely fine. But yeah, they're good. There's no doubt about what they're doing is good. And obviously, with some of their slabs, they're still laying on an unbinded surface, laying course. They're laying on a sharp sand and cement. And it can be done. They're a thick unit, and it's not going anywhere at all. And then what you want to grate it with is entirely up to you, but they do recommend, obviously, some of the brushing grouts, kiln dried sand. They had one particular granite silver sand, which is a little bit more expensive, but it gives a different look from that normal kiln dried sand. And I don't know if John and Justin has seen those kiln dried sands, and whether you can see the granite sand. It's a little bit more expensive, but it does give a better look to it. John Ward says, on a drive, client got them, their face is impregnated to give a better finish. Yeah, what we were talking about, John, is that the concentration of the dyes is on the top end of the block. It's called prime top, and the way they dry their slabs, the curing process is in those ovens. Look, listen, I think I probably touched upon that probably enough at the moment, and it was good to get back on this live stream. Just to let you know, I am working on the studio. We've got to put a new ceiling in there this week. We've got to take the lights out. There's some lights in there because we're going to be putting some new lights in. So hopefully we'll get a new ceiling up there this week. I don't think I'll get the lights done. May do. I'm not sure whether I will or not. And we've got to move one wall back. What I'm hoping to do is to get a roller shutter door on to give us some more room in there. Henry Fitz says, John, I'm working on a revamp. Elite has exploded a bit quicker than expected. If you ever need help on what to order, message me and I will send over the links. Henry, thanks very much. Just want to start using some of those augers to create the shapes. I think I'm going to go and have a look on your site today. I want to showcase some of Henry's products because it does help what we're doing. Nikki Max just joined us. Morning all. Nikki, if you want to give me a call after this live stream now, I'd be more than happy to talk to you. I'm actually doing a video. I'm just totally behind with everything on a porcelain paved area to a front of a reception area for our Barry, the customer we've been working for at the moment. He's such a nice guy, lovely family that we've been working with, and we need to deliver for these people because we need to deliver for all our customers, but certainly in Barry's case, we need to go not just the extra mile, but the extra mile for our Barry. John Ward says, thanks, Henry. After a day's work, I'm not the best at internet ordering, so we'll take that offer up. Yeah, absolutely. Used Elite, and they have been amazing. 20 live viewers, only 11 likes this morning. I don't know what's actually going on, but we've got Debbie McGee's just walked in the office, and I haven't had a drink of water yet, but I will in just a moment. Lots to do, lots to get on with. Daniel Hurley says, turning in late, thought you were in Ireland. Good morning. Daniel, yeah, we were in Ireland, but we got back last night. It's a quick flight coming over from there, just under an hour. We had a great time going out there. I've got some writing going down now. Let me have a look. I'm going to read what that actually says. But we had a great time in Ireland. Really thoroughly enjoyed it. Some great memories. Always remember it. I'll try and share some of that with you on my social media network that I'm actually using. How many of you guys actually use Instagram or even TikTok at the moment? I'm sorry if I'm moving around at the moment, but it's a little bit wavy to see at the moment. It's a little bit choppy. Yeah, I am going to be away for the next couple of Saturdays, but I haven't said. But I will be away. But what I hope to do is to bring you, really, really, I'm going to tell you now. Yeah, she's out there now. I've got to be quiet, but I am going to go away. This time it won't be work, but I hope to bring you a live stream from Dubai. Yeah, I've said it. I've said it. Looking well. Have a good weekend. Yeah, I am. She's gone now, but we hope to bring you a live stream, maybe from a construction site in Dubai. If I can pull it off, I will be able to do that. Hopefully, with a bit of luck, like so you'll be able to see what I'm actually doing out there, because the work they're doing out there is absolutely amazing. A lot of the workers out there are Indian guys, and they're just unbelievable. They really turn up in numbers, and they really do deliver quality work out there. Have a great time. You deserve a break, Simon Jones. Si, I'm absolutely fine, really, mate. To be honest, and Simon, yeah, we need a break. Can you give us a few pull shots, John? Yes. I will, but Alison won't allow me to give him any pull shots of her. Like, I will be having my speedos on. No, I won't. No, I won't. Like the whispering. No, I got to be quiet, because if she hears, what I'm going to try and do, I'm going to try and bring a live stream from Dubai. I have actually done it once before when I was out there, and I did it in Louisville in America, and I've done it from Germany and Australia as well before. So hopefully I'm going to do it again this time. We're going to do it from Dubai, and I'll tell you now, there's when I go, I think it's going to put me in a better place, because when you're out there, do you realise the wife is listening in? Is she? Shh, won't tell her. No, I don't think she's listening, because she's doing other things. No, seriously, when you go out there, you're totally inspired. I never even thought that I would even like Dubai. But when I went there for the first time, Jamie Fours, when I went there for the first time, the inspiration from those buildings out there are absolutely amazing. I mean, what they've done there is absolutely incredible. It really is on every level. Yes, people can say things that it's not real, it's false, but it is real, because I've seen it. It wasn't a mirage. It's there, and what they've done is absolutely incredible. It's a real feat of engineering, a real feat of architecture and design, and even in the landscaping as well. I remember the last time I was there, I had a little walk the one day. It was boiling hot. I mean, it was in the 40s, but I had a little walk, and I seen these guys laying paving, and I had to stop some Indian gentlemen, and I had a chat to them, and they were so nice, and they didn't believe that that's what I did back home. I even said, this is what I do, and I just love watching what they were doing. There was some deep works going on and some paving on the top, and I went and had a chat to him. I'm going to see if I can link up with my mate Mark for 5 minutes from there, if he wants to come over and have a look. Mark's a Brit that moved out there, a landscaper, and he's a project manager out there now. And they expect their penny's worth out there, and they work in difficult conditions as well. But it'd be good to get a live stream out there for you guys. Don't forget my stick of rock. Always for you, Lee. I've got something for you anyway, mate, coming soon. I'm going to get these other blades packed out to Rob Fryer. Rob, where are you today? When are you working? Jamie Ford says, worked in Kuwait, loved it. Oh, right, worked in Kuwait. Fantastic, Jamie Fours. Do you know, sometimes I think if it wasn't for my little dogs, I would be out there tomorrow just for the experience for a short time. And because you look back in life, don't you, and you think, why didn't I jump on that opportunity? I'm at work, mate. Rob, it'd be good to send me something on WhatsApp. I want to know what you're actually doing, Rob, and see where you are. Do a selfie of the job that you're working on. Working weekend, Monday off. There you go. Good to see Rob. Rob, I want to see what's happening. John said, how does anyone cope with working in that heat? John, I honest, mate, I can remember going back nearly 4 years ago in Australia. It was 46.5, probably the hottest November they had ever out there. 46.5. It was like putting your head in a oven, opening the oven, and the heat it's in the back of your throat. Hey, we got to mention, Rob Fry says, building a furnace, mate. Right, okay. I want to know more about that. I want to know about that furnace. Look, I want to take this opportunity as well with this live feed for you guys that probably some don't know him. There's a gentleman called Mark Gregory that runs a company called Landform. He's actually putting a garden together at Chelsea at the moment. Chelsea obviously was running late this year. They decided, I think it's the first time in history, they've run it in getting towards the autumn, end of summer. And he runs a company called Landform. And I regard Mark Gregory as the world's #1 landscape. He's an absolutely cracking guy and does some incredible work. He did the canal in Chelsea a couple of years ago with the lock gate, the keeper's lock gate. It was just amazing. I had the fortune to have a little walk around with Mark on it, so check it out. Check out Mark Gregory and check out Landform and the things that they do, because it's absolutely amazing. It runs a really tight shipment. A lot of the guys up there in the office and on site when they're working at Chelsea. I work nights in that case. Yes, John, honest, I remember watching a documentary in Dubai at night time. They were working at night time and they had concrete up to the Burj Khalifa. And what they were doing, they were putting particles of ice in the concrete to keep it cool on the way up in the Burj Khalifa, that tallest building in the world. When they were sending the concrete up, pumping it up, I'm not sure how far they pumped it up, but the fact is they put particles of ice, and that just totally went against the grain. Obviously, it dissolves at some point, but it kept the concrete cool because it was going off too quick. Jamie Forslar, it's dry heat. You don't really sweat, says Jamie. There we are. I think at certain times of the year it can get quite humid, but yeah, it is a dry heat. Rob Freya says, and after work, I'm continuing on my mate's retaining wall in his garden. He's at it. Our Rob is. I want to see what he's doing. There we are. Where bet Jamie Falls? I want to bet Jamie Falls. Yeah, absolutely. Hey guys, listen, I want to continue with this live stream. Try and give it another like. Let's even get a couple of likes before I go. But thanks for joining with me this morning. I do apologize for being late. David Graham says, any videos on getting the correct falls for Porcelain patio going around a corner? Do you need to cut the slabs on a diagonal to accommodate the falls? Yeah, you probably do. In some cases, Rob 5 fair play, says Justin. Amazing to see the workers going up there. It's wooden scaffold and sandals. Yeah, God. Yeah, cheers, Justin. Going to go back to what David says. If anybody else got some advice for what David Graham is saying there? When we look at falls with paving, sandstone British standard is 1/80. On Porcelain, it's 1/60. But in my opinion, that is too steep. What we've got to think about when we're laying Porcelain or any paving surface, it's getting the water off the shortest distance. And you will have turns in your paving. It's always difficult when you're using those big, long 1.2 meter lengths, because it's difficult to change the falls without a little bit of lipping. Shout out the number for WhatsApp, please, Johnyboy. Well, it's the same number as my phone, Rob. It's 07795 595 994. This is for Rob now. 07795 595 994. Say it one more time. 07795 595 994. Stephen Burrows says, Rob Fries, you are a machine, because after work today, I'll be sat in the bar, in the garden, rehydrating. Yeah, you won't rehydrate with beers, Steve Burrows. Like, you gotta take some water on. Hey, look, listen, take the water on, wear some PPE, just be sound of mind. If you need any help, if you need any advice, don't feel alone. It's good reading what John Ward says there. David Graham, try not slab the more we move the water on the one way. Yeah, there we are. Well said by John Ward there. David Graham, we try and crown them, but the bigger the slab, the more we look at moving the water one way. There we are. You had it there in one. David Graham, if you want to speak to anyone, just let us know. Guys, look, I got to say, it's always great having you on here. You're always here, and I really, really appreciate it. We've got 26 live viewers now, but I'm not going to stay with this any longer. But what I want to point out is this. Look after yourself, okay? Look after your family, and only look after your friends. You'll know who your friends are as the years go by. You'll discover that at some point. But the most important thing is wear that PPE. And if you're suffering in any way, if you need any help, I am not a psychiatrist. I'm not a mental health care worker, but I'm here to offer support. If you want to share anything at any time, I'm here to talk. Don't be alone, okay? There's no need. You don't need to be alone. There's always somebody to listen to. You got lots of guys on here like Justin and Rob and John Ward that are always here. As long as as with the other guys as well. It's not just those. Just to avoid lipping Graham. Look after yourself, lads. Yeah, absolutely. Hey guys, I want to get some videos out there. No worries at all. I am going to be loading in about half an hour of the little front reception paved area that we did for Mr. Bardsley. Have a look at it. I'm just going to load it up there. Very simple video, only 10 minutes like. Don't forget to give it a like and hit the notification button for any further updates. Great having people like you on here just starting up doing paving. Stephen, there's plenty of people on here. It's not just about me. You see the guys in here week in, week out, the regulars coming on here, talking about what they're doing, offering help to everyone out there. Yeah, look, I'm here, Steve Burrows. No worries at all. Advice and thank you for your chat the other week, Simon Jones. No problem at all. Always here, always available. If anybody has any problems, just drop me a message on WhatsApp first. Or drop me a text. If you want to give me a call after, I'm going to be here in the office. I'm going to have a nice cup of tea and just to wash that Guinness down I had it in Ireland. Moving morning, can you rectify picture framing on granite slabs? Can you rectify picture? Not quite sure what you mean, Carol. Can you rectify picture frame on granite slabs? Not quite sure what you're asking there, Carol, but if you want to give me a ring on 07795 595 994, I'm here to take your calls after this live stream. And the live stream is over. That's it. Thanks for joining. Thank you all you regulars and anyone else who actually joined this morning for joining the live stream Saturday morning live with Johnyboy. Don't forget mine. ITS have got a major sale on their website. Go over and just have a little look. Just go and spend some money today. And when you get over there, just have a look around. All the best, lads. Thanks, John Wards, Justin, Simon, Rob Fryer, all of you. Take care. See you soon. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.